What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my 31 and 31 movie reviews on the beautiful day of October 11th, 2024, which means it's day 11. So it is time to talk about another horror movie on this beautiful list of mine. Today we are talking about Fall Break. The Mutilator, also known as Fall Break before they changed the title. This movie is one of these movies that I call a sleazy slasher film. And I put these up with movies like Pieces, The Mutilator, stuff like that. Sleazy slashers like Dress to Kill, I feel is a very sleazy movie because it's very gritty and very, very gory. Very gory. I have to repeat that twice because this movie is fucking great. Now, not compared gory on the fact of like Terrifier 2, that's a whole nother fucking level. But for 1980s, this was very, very, very fucked up and gory. Pretty much what this movie is about is um, a bunch of kids go on vacation in their fall break, which I never even knew that was a thing, to Ed Jr.'s, who's the main character, their family's summer home or summer cottage. And all of a sudden, people start dying one by one in very, very, very gruesome ways. This movie's dope. You can actually check this movie out on Tubi. It is actually streaming there. That's where I watched it again. Also, I own I think it's Arrow. Arrow was the one that I got it from. But I ended up getting it from Diabolic DVD. Very good distribution company. Go check them out. They have a lot of great horror movies on there. So let's talk about these kills. How fucked up they are. 1 minute in, like literally 1 minute in, I was like, what the fuck? It starts off all nice and it's like da da da. You got that little melody music. Everything's all good. Ed Jr. is like, I'm gonna clean the guns for daddy. Like, because that's all what everybody wants is everybody wants a clean gun. So he starts cleaning the gun. The mom's making dinner. And then bam, gun goes off. Goes through the wall, kills the mother. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's how you start this shit? And then the father comes home, of course, right on time, sees the dead mother, and then looks at Ed Jr. Ed Sr. looks at Ed Jr. with that look like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Then we get pushed a couple years into the future. Ed Jr. is now in college, and we are coming back for fall break. So they are going to Ed Jr.'s family's summer home. And it's a nice home. And they are planning to party for the whole of the break. Well, Ed Sr. has another fucking idea about that. And then we start getting fucking kills. We start getting the character Mike. He's killed by an outboard motor to the chest. Fucking wicked. We get a beach cop stabbed in the face with a machete, which would make Jason blush because it was very fucking awesome. We have a woman drowned in a pool. Takes a lot of time to drown her ass, and it's very fucking believable. Great kill there. We have Sue, who's hooked through the neck with a fishing gaff. Fuck. And then decapitated with an axe. Fuck. Again, all these kills are in gory, bloody detail. And I was there for the whole fucking thing, and I loved every moment of it. And then finally, Ed Sr. gets cut in half with a car. Fuck that dude. But what's fucked up is you find out a little about like how fucked up Ed Sr. really is. Like, there's a moment in the thing where they tell you, like, here's a picture. And Ed Jr. shows a picture of his dad and takes a picture with a dude that's fucking fucked up. Like, he's like bleeding and shit. And he tells him, yeah, you know, I forgot exactly off the top of my head what happened to him, but he's like, yep. Instead of taking him to the hospital, he wanted to take a picture of him. He wanted to take a picture of his bleeding and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? is wrong with this motherfucker? Like, and then he stores fucking the bodies like Pokemon cards in the goddamn fucking boat garage. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? It is fucking dope. This movie is really fucking cool, and it's really gory, and it's really fun. Is it the plot paper thin? Of course. But a lot of those sleazy 80s slasher films were very thin in plot because it was more about the special effects and the kills. And we could thank that to Friday the 13th because they started that off with how gory we can get, and and every movie tried to top each other. So if you can get a chance and you have about 90 minutes to 2 hours, go watch Fall Break. I mean, The Mutilator. Um, I don't think you're gonna. If you're a horror fan like me that likes special effects, makeup, and violent deaths on screens and horror movies, this movie is going to satisfy your bloodshed. It did me. I loved it. I said the same thing when I did Pieces. When I watched Pieces, I love that as well. Another great movie that is up there in a sleazy '80s horror movie, Blood Rage, the one of the only Thanksgiving horror movies of the '80s. Because remember, that's not cranberry sauce. Like, that movie is dope as fuck too. Um, I mean, we got a Thanksgiving slasher now that's going to go forward with Thanksgiving, which was really, really, really fucking dope. Which I did the review about that as well. So, yeah, definitely go check this movie out if you just have fun. I mean, like I said, as I always say, sit down, throw on the TV, grab your vice, get your drink, get your smoke, get whatever you want to do, and go sit down and watch The Mutilator. It's very, very fun. And if you like it and you want to see something also sleazy that you want to make it a double feature, then watch Pieces. Pieces is also on Tubi. And I think Blood Rage is on Tubi as well, to be honest. Um, but that is my review for The Mutilator. There is a second part coming out. The trailer has come out. I don't know how there's a new one because Ed Sr. was cut in half with the car. Unless they turn it around and say Ed Jr. now is the fucking killer, which it's understandable. And I'd be okay with that. I want to see what they do. But it's been like, it played on the festival circuit. We had a trailer, but there's no streaming date. There's no, I want to see Mutilator 2 because I want to see what they do with it. But I don't know. So for this movie, I rate this movie a 4 out of 5 out of 5. Reason why I take off a half a star is because of how old and dated it is. Some of the dialogue is very, very corny. Some of the decisions made in this movie is very questionable. But again, we're back in the 80s where it was the Wild West for horror films. So go and give this shit a check. Go give this shit a check out. Again, I think you'll like it. As always, like the video, get us subscribed so I can do more things for you on this channel. And I will be back tomorrow with another review. I will be doing a late review Saturday night, if not Sunday morning. So you'll be getting Sunday morning's review for that day. And you're going to get a bonus video as well. Actually, no, I'm not going to do the bonus video. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to see Terrifier 3 on Saturday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set something up this weekend. And I'm going to do a longer video, not attached to 3131, but I will upload it and I will share it. And what I'm going to do is call it the Art the Clown Retrospective, where I am going to talk about and review all 4 movies to date on Sunday. And it's going to start off with All Hallows Eve, which is on my 31 and 31. So I am going to switch that out with something else. I'll figure it out when I get to that. And then I'm going to do the retrospective this weekend of All Hallows Eve, Terrifier 1, Terrifier 2, and the new Terrifier 3. So you're going to have a huge amount of the Miles County Clown to sink your teeth into. And I will give, when I get to 3, I will give a non-spoiler review. And then I will stop and say, this is where spoilers begin. And then I will give you the spoilers of Terrifier 3, where I go over my favorite kills, what Art does in this movie, where we could go next, what my theory is where they can go next, because we do have part 4 coming, which will probably come out in 2 years, and we're going to keep this Art the Clown train going. So until then, as always, stay creepy, my friends.